So whenever we're talking about how the USA become the Mahasatta and we are not and this and that, it's not suddenly become overnight. It is going on with a lot of things. Like if you see that they have a patent law, like Jefferson realized that like if anybody invent anything and you do not granted them the patent and ownership for that for the certain years, there is no इसके लिए कोई प्रोत्साहन नहीं मिलेगा. So they develop that kind of the patent system and trademark system very early in 1900. Same way, like after they made the USA, they make sure there's a post office in each and every town, no matter if that town has 100 families, 100 people lives there, because they want to make sure like the news people are going to communicate with each other and country is in a loop with each other and they are talking with each other and they can spread the ideas with each other. And like whatever we see in today's world with the social media, suddenly like everybody has explosion of ideas and all these things that was going on for a long time, and that is the way the USA was built. So it was not suddenly that thing happened. Yes, there are so many things that we don't like it, but yes, that's the way they did it, and that is the way each culture or each country rise. Like if we say from the 10,000 years back when the human beings start to came out from the Africa and start to spread out of the Africa, and first they go to the Egypt, and the first state they made it is in Egypt like 8,000 years ago. When I go to visit the Egypt, and the guy talking about that like this the kings here started at 8,000 years ago, and their period was finished after the 4,000 years ago, means like 4,000 or 5,000 BC. So like we are talking like in India, our time start like 4,000 BC or 5,000 BC. That's what we're saying. So like it is going of the human beings from the one place to another, and that's where once they reach certain point, like their population reach on the top. So after the Egypt, I think human beings some part of the human beings move forwards the west and then get together in a Greek, and then they develop the Greek culture, and that's where like 2,000 years ago, 2,500 years ago, the Greek culture evolved and they developed the democracy and all these things. And at the same time, there was a other side, on the east side in India, there was a Maurya Samrajya and the other culture developed, Gupta Samrajya. So like every country has their ups and downs comes, like all the dynasty go for the 400 500 years, and every dynasty has a their silver time, golden time, and they have to come back. Like anybody go on the Everest, they have to come back because they're not going to stay on the Everest. They have to make a space for the next person who is come and who is going up. They always has to come down. That's what we say right now with the USA too. That like USA is already like in its high since like almost 200 300 years. So it's now going to go on the downside, but it's still going to take 100 years for that one. And the best example for another reason is we can see is that most of them has a like powerful army, but that is not the reason that they go down. They go down generally for the reason within them, within their problem within inside, instead of outside. So that is the way we have to care about. And if we see about India, India has like another super time came during the Akbar time and Jahangir time, and the Sahaja time when we have a GDP of the world is around 25%, and our country was the secular country. It was a very nice country that time, and after that almost 250 years of the Mughal Sultanate, there was a fall down with the Aurangzeb's stupidity, and then like because we have a lot of people came out during our good time from the outside, and that is the reason like when the outsider like Britishers came, like people who do not feel 100% Indian, they join the British people, and that's where they got the chance to rule on the India. So it's going to happen with the America too. I'm living in America, and like there is a right now the white majority there, and this says that like in 15-20 years it's going to be the 50% majority for the white people, and rest of the people going to be the other nationality and other race and all these things. So if tomorrow third party going to come to the United States, like they're going to be the different samikaran with the people. Like you can say that like okay, let's say for example that time British try to come or German try to come to the USA, and Mexican in the USA join them against the white people. So there is like it's going to be the same situation like whatever happened in 18th century 19th century in India. So let's see what happened. Thanks, bye.